dressing like she's about to take on Batman, going for scares at the Lincoln Awards, and attempting to connect with the youth via their love of pixels. As First Lady, Jill Biden's fashion choices have come under increased scrutiny, and some of her outfits just aren't meant for the spotlight. Jill Biden was actually encouraging her fellow citizens to exercise their right to vote in 2024 when she suffered one fashion flub. After Joe Biden's now infamous debate performance, she attended a campaign rally in a black and white Christian Siriano sheath dress with the word "vote" splashed all over it. If you've got a message that you want to get out and you use a bold print to display it, you better slay it. Unfortunately, some netizens felt that Jill's patriotic garb was a swing and a miss, with one person tweeting, "You chose to wear that? You're the First Lady, not a Batman villain." Using printed words to make a style statement is a risky endeavor, and as Jill has learned, florals, stripes, and sequins can also offend people's sartorial senses if they aren't worn right. If Jill Biden were to hang the dress she wore to the 2015 Lincoln Awards in the window, it would make a great Halloween decoration. The flared skirt of the sleeveless green garment was adorned with black tufts of tulle that resembled a swarm of spider-centipede hybrids from a distance. The details were a strange addition to the well-tailored dress, which appeared to be made of satin or a similar material. Some public figures can place the blame on their stylists when they wear a look that doesn't make the grade. This isn't the case for Biden, though. According to Vogue, the college professor chooses her own outfits. As she told the magazine in a 2021 interview, "It's kind of surprising, I think, how much commentary is made about what I wear. It's amazing how much people pay attention to every little detail. Of course, when you're walking around with critter props from a B-horror movie skittering all over your ensemble, people are going to have opinions about it." In 2020, Jill Biden got all gussied up to place a letter in her mailbox. She was trying to encourage her Instagram followers to use snail mail, clothed in a cottagecore frock that featured seersucker material, bell sleeves, and yellow rickrack trim. The bodice and upper arms of the sleeves were shirred, which reminded some users on X of a diaper's stretchy waistband. Another absorbent item the garment was compared to was a roll of paper towels. Jill was also wearing the dress wrong. She had it pulled up so the neckline covered her shoulders, creating stiff corners that weren't supposed to be there. It was obviously designed to be worn off the shoulder. In 2022, the Daily Mail published photos of Jill wearing the same mini dress the same incorrect way during an outing with her granddaughter Finnegan Biden. In 2023, Jill Biden taught a lesson in sustainable style by re-wearing a T-length Acries dress more than once. She first rocked it during a trip to Mexico. The following month, she packed it in her luggage when she jetted off to Namibia. It made yet another appearance in her wardrobe repertoire when she headed to a DC middle school to meet with students who were starting a new school year. The garment featured a large, pixelated print that reminded many social media users of the popular Minecraft game. Some netizens weren't fans of the frock, which was collared with a button front and belted waist. One person hinted that Biden was attempting to connect with the kids using their love of online gaming, punctuating the thought with the famous Steve Buscemi meme from 30 Rock.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Another person suggested that Biden was wanting to mix up her wardrobe by using her grandkids' Minecraft sheets. The 8-bit print reminded someone else of an internet video screen that isn't loading properly. Jill Biden loves a floral print, especially if it's large and colorful. She's worn multiple Oscar de la Renta designs splashed with patterns that incorporate blooms and leaves. And the 2022 White House Easter egg roll was the perfect occasion to sport a pink dress that embodied the spring season with its embroidered flowers in a variety of vibrant hues. She was even rocking a floral dress when she posed for her 2021 Vogue cover. However, she shouldn't have attempted to force spring to come early by wearing a flowery design in early winter. In December 2022, Jill attended the Kennedy Center Honors in a long-sleeved Monique Lhuillier gown. The top half was black brocade fabric, while the skirt was covered with midnight blue sequins. The materials were a random pairing, and the floral appliques scattered on the dress did nothing to tie it all together. Pale peaches, pinks, and whites had been used to create the delicate embroidery, which looked out of place against the garment's dark material. For a 2023 virtual appearance on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, Jill Biden got all decked out in clusters of colorful sequins. The bodice of her black dress was covered with glittering blossoms, and additional flowers decorated the sheer sleeves. Trump world personality Roger Stone probably shouldn't be criticizing anyone's fashion sense, considering that he sometimes dresses like a 60s-era Batman baddie.
And by far the best thing about his arrest is we can make fun of this picture again. I mean, look at that. Did Quentin Tarantino remake Lincoln?
However, on X, he unfavorably compared Jill's gown to Melania Trump's wardrobe, writing, "Jill Biden is no Melania Trump." Stone's tweet was met with a flood of responses from Jill's supporters, who opined that they'd rather have a first lady with substance than one with style. But there were plenty of naysayers who chimed in to roast the dress. Her look was also likened to a decorated Christmas tree and a much reviled dessert fruitcake. When some of Jill's dresses were put on display at the Smithsonian, Town & Country quoted her as saying, "When I became First Lady, I knew people would start to care a lot more about what I wore. And there have been times when I welcomed that spotlight, because I knew that my clothes could help me say something important." Her New Year's Eve dress was probably just meant to convey that she was feeling merry, but it proved to be the wrong choice to get that message across to the American people.